This is the Madden Championship Series on EA Sports. As we join you from USAA Stadium, USAA, proud to serve the military community and their families. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offense and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
21-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That's made there by Waddle. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. They're going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Rams 1st down.
14 yards.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Putting the tight end in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. Escaping to his left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And the Rams.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal? I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
On 2nd down, they're going to run the option here to the right. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, L.A. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Their own 42-yard line.
Start this one on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. Brings up second down.
Once again, it's Pierce. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 2-yard pickup. Brings up third and 1.
They'll try and run it here with Pierce. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So, a little extra time to think about what to do on fourth down as we are through quarter number 1. The Rams out to the early lead. Back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll try it now with Pierce. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll run it for the first time with Cordero Patterson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up second down.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Play action now. Jackson. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They'll put Addison in motion. On third down, Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
They'll put Addison in motion. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Pierce. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down by Ray Lewis. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the Rams' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the ground, it's Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Hey, report! Report! Go ahead. Go. No, we changed it.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Headed left, buying time. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Jackson from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here. Able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. They'll run straight ahead with Pierce. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I will be right back after this. Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 31 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Pierce. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
One more time, they try Pierce. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Dolphins. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
2nd down, Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. He's got it! And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A huge play just before the half. 55 yards on the game. A 1st down throw for Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
10 more yards.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Oh, the ball's out, and the Dolphins come up with the turnover. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to get those legs churning forward, but it's just not working. They slow him up. He gets back to the line of scrimmage at best. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. And that one just short of the crossbar. couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And they will remain down by 1. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. In motion comes Thomas. Jackson now to throw on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
The tight end going in motion to the left. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now on second down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 86 yards. Touchdown, Rams.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing Jackson. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. Into space. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1. On
the handoff, this is Pierce. It looks looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
For a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They hand it off to Pierce. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Pushed by Higgins, who makes the grab. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 8.
On the ground, it's Pierce. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit. This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Hey, hey. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh.
Jackson. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Don't worry. Hey, middle. Get your line. You change it. 13, support. You at. What?
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Middle.
Third and long for Jackson. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
Wait. Go ahead.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Take this down to the 47. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
McKinney on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Points are huge.
Come on, we need these 3 points. Make us happy. Get these 3 points.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's taken in. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Here's a 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On play action, here's Jackson. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's hot! And he will score! Xavier Worthy! Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Now he'll give it up. It's a reverse. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
2nd down at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Colorado.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A carry here for Brown. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. They'll send Worthy in motion. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Jackson sacked. Corey Bojorquez on the punt. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 4th down.
And he'll be brought down there. And put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Rams. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg Olson, our entire team, Mike Tirico, this has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out on X at EA Sports_money. With that, we say good night.